Jyrki Katainen, European Commission Vice President for Jobs, Growth, Investment and Competitiveness, claimed that the initial reaction to Brexit had been negative but over time that had softened. He said, "Absolutely, the positive thing in this Brexit negotiation is there is no negative attitude at all. In the very beginning member states were negative but at the moment it is fine. It is not business as usual but negotiations with Mr. Fox, Mr. Davis and Mr. Johnson are going quite well. I do not say there is a positive atmosphere but there is no negative attitude." Mr. Katainen warned that the biggest outstanding problem in negotiations was security and the border with Northern Ireland. He continued, "We tried to solve the tricky problem that Britain has created. It is in everybody's interest to have a smooth transition and a good relationship in the future." CNBC, Get a Brexit News. Jyrki Katainen believes attitudes have changed amongst EU member states. The biggest problem is security. Northern Ireland problem is tricky. I do not know how to solve it but obviously, it must be solved. The future trade agreement between the EU and the UK is going to be worse than the situation today but tricky to say how good it will be. The former Prime Minister of Finland revealed that Brexit is not the biggest problem facing the Brussels bloc and leaders need to speak up to avoid rising populist movements. Some political leaders are questioning liberal democratic values and this kind of trend is much more worrisome than Brexit. At the end of the day we make a compromise with the UK and we will settle the issue but we cannot make compromises over the rule of law or fundamental values. I encourage our member states to be vocal if they find such problems. We need to show that the EU is strong enough and is based on liberal democratic European values. If prime ministers see a problem they need to speak up. It follows a group of top academics who admitted losing Britain from a European research program would be the worst thing to happen after Brexit. Rolf Tarek, president of the European University Association, told German publication Neue Lehrer Zeitung, Switzerland and the United Kingdom are the best we have in Europe in terms of research and universities. If we lose them, our quality goes down. That would be the worst thing that could happen to Europe. It would be a disaster for the universities. He added that there must not be a European research framework program without the UK and Switzerland. The UK government's Department for Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy has said the UK is keen to participate in the program, but Brexit looms over the discussions. Many across Europe feel it is inconceivable such a deal will not be brokered, but no one wants to assume anything. Mr. Tarek added, the EU will not allow cherry picking. But even Switzerland and the UK do not want this. The difficulty is that the FP9 is to start on January 1, 2021, but the Brexit negotiations will only end the day before.